You're listening to episode 15 of the Afros and Pixie Dust podcast, Break It Down with TIffany. Hey Diz friends, welcome to episode 14 of the Afros and Pixie Dust podcast. I am your host, June. Congratulations, Holly Bailey! Sis, I am so proud of you. I am so excited for this. I cannot wait to finally see The Little Mermaid in its entirety. And I just know that you are going to kill this role. I am going to be rooting for you. We're fitting to buy out some movie theaters. We're fixing to dress the part. And we're going to come through and show you all the support that this community has for you and for the work that you are going to do for us. You've been working hard forever, and this is your time, and we got your back. I'm not going to focus on the negativity because we barely have a platform to begin with. The whole reason I created this podcast was to build a space for Disblers to celebrate what they love about this fandom, what inspires them, and the beauty that we all find in Disney. And so that's what you're going to find here. You're going to find some commentary and some critiques because that's what it's all about. But the haterade has to be drank somewhere else. So with that said, I think they've got a convert in me regarding live action movies. Not to mention that the preview for Mulan was just released this weekend. Like, Disney was doing the most this weekend. Like, it was a lot. Watching the trailer for the Mulan movie, that was possibly something I was maybe even more excited about. I'm really looking forward to seeing the route that they took with Mulan. And yes, we won't have a Mushu, we won't have music, we won't have a Li Shang. But after seeing the trailer, I get it, I understand it, and I'm here for it. At the end of the day, people are going to be angry. Disagreements in casting happens all the time. And the hate is not new when it comes to people of color getting casted in coveted roles. You've seen it in The Hunger Games. You've seen it in Harry Potter. You've seen it in Star Wars. It happens. And the only thing that changes is the argument for why that person doesn't qualify. And so, you know what? Haters gonna hate, but we're gonna appreciate and we're gonna support. And that's what matters. Now moving on. This week's guest is TIffany. She currently resides in Los Angeles, California, and she loves all things Disney and is an avid Disneybounder. Like, I love her stuff. It's amazing. Aside from Disney, she is also the biggest Oz fan I know. She is the only reason I've watched The Wizard of Oz. And I finally did, guys. Okay, I did it. And it was just for her. One of the things that I love about TIffany is that sis can break a movie down like nobody else. She goes into her calculations. She goes into full Rain Man mode. And I just like to sit back in awe and see what she comes up with. And she is always on point. The timing for this episode is actually my confirmation that the universe wants me to continue to do this podcast. I recorded this interview about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I had already planned to release this episode today, even before the Ariel casting announcement. And it is just so crazy how it all lined up this way. And so I'm so excited for you to hear it. And so without further ado, let's get into my conversation with TIffany. You've just heard my conversation with TIffany. If you didn't have chills listening to this episode, you need to check your pulse. We covered so much in this episode in so little time, and so I'll definitely need to have her back either on the podcast or via YouTube or a different medium. And I really think that we need to make Green Table Talk a thing. If you guys agree and want to see more, please let me know, and let me know what topics you would like us to talk about by DMing me on Instagram at Afros and Pixie Dust. The POC-owned small business for this episode is Kiddo Chicago. It is a kid-focused brand that is owned by Kiwa Narula, and it specializes in children's clothing and activities. Go check them out at www.kiddochicago.com. Next week, I'll be doing a giveaway in celebration of the release of the live-action, air quotes, Lion King. So please be sure to stay tuned and make sure you don't miss next week's episode so you can hear all about it and find out how you can enter. I'm excited about the giveaway, and I want the stuff that I'm giving away, so I hope you all do too. But be sure to tune in to find out what it is and how to enter. And as always, if you've enjoyed what you've heard, please be sure to rate, review, subscribe, and share this podcast with all of your friends. And also be sure to join the Afros and Pixie Dust Facebook group so we can talk more about the importance of representation. And so until next time, never stop deep conditioning or pursuing your happiness.